Hey guys, this is Kei Cars speaking, and today we are back in Automation and the Ellisbury update, as well as our playthrough with Gasmean Kei Cars that are now, all of a sudden, starting to get a little bit more powerful. Powerful in all the right ways, apart from fuel economy and emissions maybe. But we do have long-term solutions for that. Let's continue right there. In the last episode, we basically finished off by readying up the Swallow Mk4 for its facelift. Its facelift to glory, because we are arriving in 1976 with it, and thus 550cc capacity turbocharged. And the first task today will be to facelift the Barry into its new glorious engine that we also have to make because it's it's not based on these. So let's take a look. What do we have here? Bigger i3, that was the one. So here we go, new facelift it is. And first, I think we need to get into the engine project and prepare that before we do anything with the cars. Oh no, this is the wrong engine project. Of course, it is using the wrong engine at the moment. So, nope. Change of plan. We need to go in here first and then select the new engine, or rather clone it. Replace it. Replace variant, and we are going to use this one, the Turbo Type 1. I need to check my naming conventions, but this shall suffice as our placeholder name. And we do not want to have MK2, MK3 as the naming for this, but let's have a look at the engine. This is looking very promising. 60 horsepower for such a little car in 1976 is a lot. It's a lot of power. Can we somehow get away with using these? No, that hurts. That hurts a lot. We can't. Maybe we do need to go for heavy forged. It's slightly ridiculous, but what are you supposed to be doing? Yeah. I would love to use these because they're just way better. But how? You see, if we use them at a correct size, that would be slightly better. But no. Do we have to make the jump to all forged stuff? I mean, this is ridiculous, but it would also mean that we go really lightweight overall. I guess so? It will be expensive. I mean, we are sitting on a bunch of money, so why not? Light forged here? 11,000, even lighter engine. Just barely lighter. And then it is heavy forged. And then we're good. We're still limited by the pistons, though. Quality 6. I think that is overdoing it ever so slightly. Let's go for quality 2. It's a complete switch around for this engine. I didn't expect that to be needed. But, yeah, there you have it. So now, let's not tune this just yet, but have a look at our turbo, because this is now going to be upgraded to something a little bit more reasonable. Some more power there, some more quality here. Plus, yes, slight quality increase in general. Let's have a look at the turbo grid and see what we have. And this is, by the way, playing the latest dev version with the issues found yesterday with the freezes and stuff all fixed. So that's good. The turbo is looking like we can we somehow push it further? I mean, not really. We do get into a lot of surge stress as we are closing down the turbine here. It's not what we want. The spool here, look, this little difference of spool makes such a big difference in terms of reliability for an engine like this. We do want the reliability. But now, injection. We did say that we wanted to switch over to single point to bridge the gap, so... Oh my god! That is some engineering time. I think what we settled on was... Ooh, compact? What the hell happened there? Us changing the fuel system happened there. So, I think we want to stick with this. We do need to change the fuel type to just 91. Nope, not avgas. Oh, turned out that wasn't too bad. We were basically already set up to do exactly this. But now, this should be fine. Because, yeah, I think so. As we did with the other engine. I think we settled on, I first set it to 0 quality, and then noticed, oh, well, we can push it a little harder. But this one needs to be mass-produced more, so maybe I stick it to 0 quality for now. Exhaust. Turbo mid. All the flows are way too low for this engine. Two-way catalytic converter. Here we come. Destroying all our fuel economy. This is WES 5. We wanted to get way more than that, so let's WES it up. And I think 7 was where it's flipped over before. This was with more power with the other engine. Do we have to go 9 here? Oh, exhaust problems, sorry. Well, that doesn't do it. So let's take a look at the car emissions. Oh, we're way out there in La La Land for acceleration. And it is carbon monoxide. So if we go for like 30-ish, that's still 5,000. We need to get below... Holy! Okay, that's really bad. We need to get below 3,400. That should be easy, but it certainly isn't, looks like. Let's go for a lower cam profile. Do we need to up springs? No, we can lower springs a little. Yeah, there. Compression. What does it look like? Here we could lower compression slightly. Can put in some timing margins. That also helps, but it's still WES 5. Stuck at WES 5. To quality here doesn't matter either. We do get loads of reliability though. Well, I have to say, this is quite scary. If we can't get this thing to behave, but maybe we need to change the car up slightly more. Maybe that's what is limiting it. So let's leave it at this and try to set the car up in a way that is what we want and see what the WES rating does, because this is not helping it. Manual 5 gear and open diff. Yes, this is already looking quite a bit better. Now, if we just like this go back, we're at WES 8. Yeah, there you go. It was the gearing. Now let's see if we can get away with, if we lower this, if we can get away with less of this tune. WES 8. WES 8. You see what I'm doing here? I try to, try to get it burn leaner, which is fine. It's just then more NOx limited. And WES 8 still. Can we get away with having none of this? Yes, we can. Beautiful. You see the fuel map has changed to be running really lean down here. It's great for fuel economy. But wasn't this a little bit of a scare? To me it was, at least. We can... this is not an adequate turbo. It's way too large. Let's see if we can modify this a bit more. This looks like a decent compromise. Do we want to have more power? Just extend this one? Oh no, this gets us to a gearbox limit as well. Yeah, maybe not. And I mean, 1976, tiny car, 56 horsepower, that's plenty. Alright, continuing the setup of the car. WES 8, I'm really happy with this. Let's have a look at the emissions. What does WES 8 mean? What? Okay, we're fine until 1998. That does bode well. And in Arjana we're all good all the way through to 2020. Even on the NOx rating, that is why we're doing so well. I mean, we didn't have any problems beating the early ones, and even the 500 level. WES 9 is always a bit tricky. You need freeway cats, of course. Well, duh. But getting this far without a freeway cat is amazing. I think we can give our cars alloy rims now. Just for the being lightweight. They are not that lightweight. Wow, okay, that makes a big difference. And just add that tad little bit of quality. And don't want to go beyond or lower than 60 for the profile, because that is then cutting into your comfort. No big changes needed here. No, aerodynamics are fine. This here is fine. Although no, not really, because we are going for the 8-track. And advanced 70s safety at +2 quality out of 4. And finally optimized. Very good looking. Alright, now we just need to make the changes to everything. Family next. The engine is underpowered. Yeah, that's using the old one. So, existing engine it is. It was the Kei Sport, so we should call it the Kei Base for this one. Although this is the bigger i3. So Kei Base. Yeah. Let's simplify the name a little. The underpoweredness certainly vanished from this one. No more warnings there. And we're back to really good fuel economy too. 4.9 liters. And there we have it, fairly well optimized. Let's just see how this compares to the previous generation. I do want to have a look at this. So, we do have the MK2, and this is currently the Family. So, Family Mark II is the one we want to compare to. Look at that! The Prestige! My goodness! Turbo car in 1976, well, it's currently giving you the rating for 1972, I believe. But that is fantastic. Yeah, almost doubling it. It's the new interior doing that, as well as the turbocharged engine. And sportiness through the roof comparatively, and even drivability up. And the only thing that goes down is, well, it was hard to beat the old fuel economy, let's be real. With the 15 or 16 horsepower engine. You're not going to get that back until the modern era, I believe. Well, this is a very solid upgrade. Oh, by the way, while I'm going through here and just grinding out the changes, you remember that little issue that was found by me in the last episode? Was it the last one or the one before that? Can't remember. But where we couldn't sell to Farina, despite us having started the facelift in 19... What is going on here? Oh, it's the old engine. In the right year. Yeah, that problem was even more exploity. It was funny. What I could have done is just pretend I facelift and just leave it sitting there, and it would have counted as selling in Farina. Because, well, there is a facelift. It's not signed off or anything, but okay, you can sell cars now. That's fine. This one is now fixed. This is the delivery, and we didn't give it progressive springs? That's a little odd. Okay, maybe I missed that. And the utility is done as well. Selling into the correct categories. Just 2 more. Off-road. Here we go. Just at the edge of still being reliable for the ratio range. Switching to 5 gears, of course. And the issue here is that we do want to have a first gear that is really damn low. Even though we do have the low box, so to say, that's coming with the manual locker setup that you have. But, yeah, we can't make this gearbox unreliable, and this is a wide range. If the first gear tops out at... What does this engine rev to again? If it tops out at 7,000 RPM and 25 kilometers an hour, yeah, that's quite the range then. If it also needs to go to 150 kilometers an hour. Anyway, so manual lock it is, and otherwise all-terrain tires are on these. Right. That was one of the problems with this car, it being so damn slow. Just seeing what kind of difference hydraulic rack and pinion makes And it's very minor, actually making it worse for the most part. So that is good. Lightweight cars for the win, even though this one is getting a little chunky. For the convertible, I think I'm also going to switch it over to be an automatic soft top. It does take a little while to engineer, of course, but I think it's worth it for the bonus. The desirability numbers do go up, as we see here. From where do we have it? No? Okay, not in the budget category. And this is... Oh, now it has changed. Okay, it does go up significantly. From 44.8 to... Come on. 53.8. So, yeah, pretty solid. And that is all of them done. Beautiful. That's a lot of trims. Now for the factory setup. That is going to be a little expensive. Time? Time is looking good. What was it? Was it 44 we were aiming for? And I think I'm just going to throw... Oh, wait a sec, no. That is it's ridiculous amounts for very little gain. Let's go here. 80. And then try to get it back to 44. Yeah, it's pretty good. Something like this. And here it's a total of 18. That's perfect. So we do have the leeway of getting this one reliable too. Something like plus 40 on this. Here we do need to throw some money at it. Because it's just not quite right. So some more pressure. Do need the tooling now, because we are going to large scale produce this thing. And there we go, 44. I think we're going to go for one of the factories becoming a large one. Yes, this one. Because this is already a medium 3. We can use this one to continue solid production. In the meantime, we're switching this one over with a longer period. So let's rename this one accurately, as we've done there. Kei base L1 on L. Yes. Activate this one, and we are going to have a very expensive retool on this one. Large factory with forge. Yeah. Oh, wait a sec. What is going on here? Why? What? Oh, it doesn't have an engine selected. Okay. Well, now it should give me the warning too that we do need a forge works. Yes. There you go. And at this size, with this build time, I think we should be adding maintenance. That's for certain. That will save us a lot of money in the long run. We do like staff facilities and also expanded offices. And that's all. Yeah, it's expensive as hell, but I think that's going to be worth it. So, just to clarify, basically, maintenance, 50% less wear on major tooling. And it is that's especially great for as long as you have the Iron Foundry here and Forge Works and already built and everything. That's great. They deteriorate way slower then. Then we have expanded offices, 10% reduction in material costs, and we do get more production units out of it as well. But we do have 5% more staff. So overall, basically a 5 to 10-ish% benefit in terms of costs. And then staff facilities reduces the spread in build quality. That is quite powerful. So while if we are using this factory for a long time, experience just adding up a lot, this is especially useful when you are building factories in not Gasmea, because then you have your workers have some training already from the start and they don't produce utter garbage, like leftover screwdrivers in engines and stuff. You know what I mean. So this factory would already be able to bear the brunt of the others at one shift, if the others are running at one shift. We up wages a little and keep quality high. Staff required 3,000 people. Wow. Okay, that's big. Expensive factory. Yes, indeed. 700 million. But, I mean, pocket money. Now let's remake the medium free. That one requires basically no changes. Oh, well, no, it does. ForgeWorks needs to be installed. And that will take some time. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, if that is the case, we can equally well upgrade, can't we? Because that is only extending it by 2 months. So I think that's worth it. And we are on the new size class. And that means we also add the other facilities, because otherwise, if you add add-ons, that has a minimum amount of installation time. Yeah, so that seems alright. It's going to be another expensive one. This costs almost as much. Holy shit. Expensive. And I think that is all we need, right? I mean, this one doesn't need to be upgraded. It's not going to be needed for any one thing. So we do have an engine factory small free. Quite a nice one. It's our starting factory. With very highly qualified staff that we just are going to detool as soon as the others hit the market. Yeah, this is going to be good. This is also now an L1. So, corrected. Now we just need to see how our factories are keeping up in terms of production. And the first one, we do have 2 large plots. 1 medium free, 1 large one. Yeah, okay. So we are going to retool all of them. This one becomes, this stays a medium free, of course. This one becomes a large one. And this one stays a large one, I believe. Let's check it out. No staff facilities on this. Yeah, I mean, I can see us not needing this necessarily. Let's keep it the way it is, because that makes it real quick. If I add this is instantly 12 months, so no. Let's spread things out a bit more, because now we're going to have 2 large factories. So the delivery and the family are going to be split between the factories. We do the city. It's quite a... Oh, that might be dangerous. Maybe we do the... Ooh. How do we do this? Maybe something like the off-road in here. Because that one is very low demand. Could also do the convertible. Oh, this is good to see, though. Oh, basically no costs. And very, very high quality. Let's see what it becomes. Nah, that is too high. That is too high. 0.5% is too high. So I do want to cut that off. Let's keep it there. It's a bit of slowdown, 6%. So this one is done. This one needs to be upgraded. This is where it's going to get expensive. Maintenance, definitely. QA testing, not necessary. Expanded offices, yes please. Ooh, instantly, like brutal. Absolutely brutal costs. Could go for the staff facilities here as well. Let's do that. And now, delivery, but not the... Was it the off-road or the convertible? If we do 0 Q&A, we do have 0.3%. That is becoming somewhat acceptable. Still not quite there. But you see what it does to the price here. Like, this is a good $150 per car. And the last one, also staying the way it is for the most part. Oh, they have staff facilities on here. And modest upgrade costs. That is looking fine. Ah, here we are not doing any QA. Ah, that's nice. So we only have a recall chance here of 0.1% per month. The matching load of engine versus car production is about right. So if we need to produce at 2 shifts with all these factories, then yeah, it's getting a little stretched, but it's not too bad. So the 2 large factories will do. And this is looking like we are pretty much spot on with what we are producing. Could go a little bit cheaper. But on the other hand, we don't need to, because the Florinian market will expand massively to that point. It's 4 years almost. Oh, 3.5 years it is. And in that time we will gain, or we will about double our awareness. 4.4 billion in profits until then. Yeah, I take it. Oh, by the way, I didn't check what the medium factory is even building. It is building all kinds of arbitrary things. Let's put it onto just 2 of them. Oh, can we do 3? 95%. Let's keep it efficient. Help it out with the 2 main candidates for being overbought. And leave it at this. What a project setup. My god. Slightly higher profits this way. Our prices are certainly very competitive. And don't forget, this is plus 6 quality, 8-track luxury interior. So this is pretty amazing. Well, not a luxury interior, it's premium interior, but luxury entertainment. Now all of these stats are appropriately getting set. Everything that was fixed up, that's nice. And here we see how the factories are doing. This is all looking good. And overall, wow. How much is this project going to cost? It is... No, wait a sec. That's just the engineering, isn't it? The 1 billion. Yeah, probably. Let's see. Well, how much is it? It is 2.8 billion. Oh, yeah. What? Our credit score is just A-? Are you kidding me? All right, no loans, thanks. We shall be fine. This takes 4 years to make, so it should be good. But as always, with a project this massive, before sign-off it is. Yes, overwrite this, please. That is all of them, right? 44 months? Yes, yes, yes. And sign off the selected projects. Yep, there we go. So we need to make up another like 0.7 billion to cover the costs. And let's just check finances here for a sec. How are we situated with loans, monthly payments? Nothing. Slightly more. And yeah, and we have a remaining loan of 300 million. That's significant. Okay, so I believe that's all. Let's double check the marketing. Can probably put some more money into this, can't we? We did do a larger chunk in Farina. Some, we are trying to get to reasonable numbers, but we are already quite high. 21% already after 2 years. So let's just leave it there for now. Maybe some more research and development. What do we need? Oh my god. Oh, we are unlocking twin scroll. Oh, nice. I think it's the fuel system, really. Fuel system could use a boost so that we quicker get to multipoint. That is going to be massive. So if we add another 2 here, that would help. Oh, very soon. Very, very soon. I think this is also going to drop, right? Gasmea is declining towards the end of the game, and some of the other countries are rising. So yeah, we can't rely on this bonus to be there anymore. It will still be a 1, I believe, towards the end. So we just lose over time 1 tech pool. But there's 1 tech pool for everything. All right, let's continue on and see how it goes. Maybe let's get to end of 1973, start of 1974, and have a look at where we are in terms of company valuations and stuff. Oh. Kei Base had a quality issue. All right. Well, yeah, okay. That is very cheap. Let's do this. There comes the tech. Ball bearings. Leaded fuel ban doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, this matters. But we have adapted our vehicles for this, so it's fine. And our tax credits are still looking good. Let's take a look at the WES numbers. We are good all the way till 1970, start of 1975. Then we are going to struggle a little with our cars. But then comes 1976 and we are Wes 8. You what, mate? They're already starting to sell these things. Holy shit. Sales breakdown time. Freenia it is. Where are we at? This is family. Ooh. Oh, right, yeah, we don't sell cars there yet. That's a bad one. We only sell the Swallow. So, because of that little bug. That is now fixed. Ah, yeah, I didn't talk about what the fix was. So, basically now the sign-off date is what is looked at in order to determine what regions you sell to. Yeah, we're not doing too well there just yet. I mean, that's fair. Our current Swallow with the NA engine is slightly non-optimal. The pre-orders are starting to ramp up. And we are now above 3 billion in capital. In cash. Our capital is actually 3.5 billion. And we are now approaching 1975. Yeah. And now, ooh, that took a mighty hit. Ouch! We're still making a profit here for the emissions credits, but we have to pay a lot. Minimum safety regulations. Oh yeah, no, they are fine. 22, that's not an issue. I've rebalanced those. I need to still put that in. Forgot about that. Let me make a note. I think I mentioned it at some point, but I did change the progression of safety overall throughout the game, and then forgot that I also need to change the regulation to accompany that. So now they are like trivial, absolutely trivial. And the way I'm now trying to make these is basically take a city car, because they are the smallest cars and thus the least safe, and then just throughout time just AI generate them, see what safety levels they come up with, subtract a little bit, and that's basically a safety standard. That's a very crude way of getting a rough balance right, but it's way better than what we have there sitting right there right now, because that's just completely irrelevant. You can ignore this. Now, let's please get rid of some of this cash now. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. That is very costly. Look at this little pie. Well, I could also have told the factories to just build stock. That's a bit of a bummer. It was not optimal. But now, we are soon through this and have gotten rid of all our money in the process. Higher refresh costs. How much? 9 million? Yeah. Just 2 more months. We shall survive, even at minus 400k a year. Yeah, okay, just 1 more month, and then we're good. We have so many pre-orders. And there. Oh, look at it. I mean, we weren't too far off. And everything is done. Beautiful. And this is boost control. That might actually be something that we want. Because we want to have the smallest possible turbos on there to spool before 4,000 RPM, and that comes in handy because it avoids surge. But yeah, should we just tick a month, see what comes out of it to end the episode? Let's do it. And here we go. It is a big pie. Yes, it is a positive pie. Oh no, what's going on here? The Berry Off-Road MK3 is producing emission taxes. What? Did I not switch out the engine on that or something? Berry Off-Road MK3. Now it's using the new engine. Where's standard 5? Holy shit, what's going on there? Let's sort them by year. Let's see. We do have... Oh, okay, the utility is just a 6. And the off-road is a 5. Right. Well, that sucks. How's the Swallow doing? That is a 7 and an 8. Okay. We are selling 1,600 cars of these each month. So that's a little ouchy. But this so far doesn't really hurt us because we do have enough other credits. But as soon as more regulation kicks in, that is going to kick our asses. I mean, we are right now there. So we are safe. Oh no, okay, we are safe. We are safe until 1985, where it also kicks in Helvetia. And then definitely 86. So we can just leave it for facelift and then try to get this to behave the way we want to. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did see this come together. And leave a like if you did enjoy the video. And I shall see you guys next time.